It was a 20,000 walk-up. No wonder there were lines around the block. Lines might have been out to Kirby and I-10. Tickets in advance is a good phrase to remember, folks. Then you can come in and see the whole game. Throw to first, a little high, but Baggs reached up and got it. Franco started the Friday night game at third, went 1 for 3. Didn't drive in any runs. And the 1 for 3 is what he is against us for the year. Here's the look by Magnotti and brings it to Franco. Fouled it right up into the screen. Oh, he was sitting on a pitch, too.
He's a pretty good hitter. In case you're curious, he's no relation to John Franco, the relief pitcher. But he is related to Kurt Russell, the actor. He's his nephew.
Kurt Russell's been known to show up at some of their games.
And he was a pretty good ball player, too.
A ball and a strike to Franco. Astro bullpen with some activity. Here's a throw to first, not close. They got their 2 runs in the opening inning. They've out-hit Houston 5-3, still leading it 2-0. Todd Hundley, when Shane Reynolds just kept bringing the ball up to him, parked one in the right field mezzanine. Here's the pitch. Swinging chopper foul. Mookie Wilson, first base coach, will grab it. The National Baseball Congress World Series teams are here today. The Casper Crushers from Casper, Wyoming. Ohio Force from Warren County, Ohio. Oklahoma Rangers from Tulsa. Louisiana Angels from Baton Rouge. They've got several other teams we'll get to. Here is the 1-2 from Magnotti, and instead he throws it to first. The Ava Vipers from Ava, Missouri. The Mississippi Flames from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Tennessee Team. I guess they couldn't come up with a nickname. They're from Memphis. Of course, in Tennessee these days, it's hard to get a nickname. They just keep the old ones. Throw to first.
The Oilers.
The Tennessee Oilers. Texas Stars from Fort Worth. The Springfield Bandits from Springfield. Down a ball. Franco up here. First time he's batted today as a 2-2 count. 2 away and a runner at first base, Ordonez, who got the 2-out single. The Houston Indians, part of the NBC World Series team. The Capital City Bombers from Topeka and the Wichita Shockers from Wichita. Runner going. Throw down by Osmus to an open base. And got him. Bogar with a slate tag. Got over late. Had to reach back to get the ball. Put it on Ordonez. What a recovery by Bogar.
Ordonez cost himself trying to hook slide. If he went straight in, he probably would have beat it.
2-6 on the cot stealing. Let's do something off of that. Get off this schneid. They're getting up in the dome. Join them at home. 7th inning stretch time. Mets lead 2-0. Juan Acevedo came in a crucial spot in the 6th and did a heck of a job. Popped up Bell, struck out Berry. 2 men were on when he came in. Here's the pitch. Swinging. Liner speared by a diving shortstop. And I want to tell you, he left his feet and got that ball. Maybe in the webbing and hangs on. Second base umpire went right around him to see if indeed he held on to it, and he did. He lit awkwardly. Boy, he had to take a little jolt the way he lit. Hung on to it, though, didn't he?
Fully extended. Great catch by Ordonez. He is really something at shortstop.
All right, you're down by 2. You're going to go to your bench. Spires will bat for Bogar. And one of the things about that, you can do that and not have to burn another player. Spires can stay in and play shortstop. Spires has done a good job all year in a lot of capacities. Batting .313, but more importantly in this instance, off the bench, Very good. 9 for 22, including a game-winning homer at Chicago. Strike called outside corner at the knees. Spires a .313 hitter, 16 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, and 27 ribbies. And he's up here with 1 out in the 7th inning. Acevedo delivers an off-speed breaking pitch. They wanted an appeal, didn't need one. Plate umpire called it a swinging strike. Acevedo jumps out in front of another hitter here. 2 strikes to Spires. J.R. Phillips on deck. He'll bat in the 9 spot. Here's the pitch. Lines it down the left side, and it will be fair. It'll kick right into lefty's tub for a ground rule double. What a piece of hitting. Down in the count, 0-2. Took it to the opposite corner for a double.
Acevedo threw him a pitch that was up and away. Not too much of the plate, however. Spires made him pay. 10 for 23 now as a pinch hitter. It's Billy Spires.
J.R. Phillips. 4th hit of the game for Houston. Phillips breaks strong, left-hand batter. Runner second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing, bouncer first. Franco in a short hop and got it to Acevedo. Moving over to third is Spires, but they record the second out of the inning. Well, here's Biggio to try to get you something out of the pinch hit double.
Bobby Valentine out now. He's talking with Jeff Kellogg, the home plate umpire, before he goes to Acevedo. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe he's had some...
Well, he's got his pitching coach with him, so it's got... Yeah, I think he asked for a no visit.
Yeah. Acevedo might have clutched something. He might be experiencing a little bit of pain.
Well,
they hurry back
off. He didn't catch the ball smoothly on the toss, did he? Yeah, he had bent back. He also looked like maybe going up the hill to start, like he might have pulled something. At any rate, they talked to him. It was no visit. And here is Biggio, 1 for 3. Runner at third. Biggio trying to get Spires home. Cut the New York lead in half. 2-0 Mets. Look to third. Acevedo delivers. Swinging. Fly ball. Out into center. And it is gone. Dictionary standing ovation. Take a picture of this crowd.
35,788 paying tribute to Biggio. They want a curtain call.
Oh, they want him out there. They're clamoring for Biggio. His 16th homer, 61 RBIs. A Biggio blast ties it at 2. It was a stroke of brilliance from Benjamin Moore and Southwestern Paint. Boy, the little guy cranked one up right over the compact sign, just to the left of the wagon gate. Boy, that's a poke by a blaster, let alone a leadoff hitter, Jimmy D.
Did a lot of work, Milo. He's gotten awfully strong. 16 home runs now, 61 RBIs. What a year.
3 hits in the series, 2 of them homers. Whoa, boy, you talk about getting the crowd into it. Biggio did it again.
And it's not just numbers with Biggio. It's clutch performance. 2 outs hits. Come from behind home runs.
3 hits in the series, J.D., and 4 RBIs. A pair of 2-run dingers. Acevedo delivers the move. Down and out.
How frustrating is it if you're the opposition, you try to beat Biggio. One at bat, he's squatting down up there like Eddie Goodell, working out a walk, and then later on he's hitting home runs to dead center field.
Tough to defense, huh? 2-2 ball game, 5 hits apiece. Mouton, ball way outside, walked him. That glass might have put a little shake-up job on Acevedo.
Sure looks like it did, because those pitches weren't even close. Oftentimes, a young pitcher with very good stuff, as soon as he gives up a big home run, he'll start to doubt his stuff immediately.
Apodaca's on his way. They've got a righty and a lefty in their pen. He has not motioned yet. Might be, since it happened rather quickly, he might be giving that pen a chance to show maybe, 4 or 5 more warm-ups down there. Apodaca may want to know, first of all, are you all right? He's leaving him in. Well, Apodaca retreats to the dugout. We break it on the Astros radio network. Milo Hamilton, Jim DeShays in a big ball game with New York. Biggio's homer ties it at 2. Bagwell waiting. Acevedo out of the stretch. Smashed on the ground to third. Flip on to second. Alfonso to Hartke. Astros get back in it with a Biggio bomb. And we will go to the 8th. 2-2. Changes for Houston as we go to the 8th. Tom Martin, the lefty, is on the mound. And I hope his wife, who's driving to Florida, she left just before the game, wanting to say that on I-10, could she get the game? I said, yeah. Just keep twirling it. You'll pick it up in Beaumont, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans on the way. And Tom Martin's in the game now. Chucky Carr's in center. Spires, the pinch hitter, stays in to play shortstop. Let's check on Tom Martin.
Left-hander Tom Martin, 3-2 with a 1.93 earned run average in 35 games. 37 in the third innings of work. 21 strikeouts, 16 walks.
Another good job by Magnotti today.
Very good job. 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks, no runs.
Ochoa is the pinch hitter. Alex Ochoa, right-hand batter. And the first pitch, a heater upstairs. Ochoa is batting for Franco. The 9 spot in the order. Swinging, missing. A little sinker down and away. Chased it, came up empty. Right-hand batter, Ochoa batting .221 against the league. Martin's pitch to him, swings, and he fouls it over to the right side. When we broke it just before that top of the inning ended, we forgot to salute our flag. That's KILT, star 610 in Houston. Remember, later today at 6 o'clock, you'll fast break with Nate, the weekend sports. Just inside. Boy, that was close. 2-2, and every morning on the bench with John and Lance. And remember the new hours in the afternoon for Section 610 with Kenny and Rich, 3 to 7 now. Fly ball center, Carr going back. He broke right to the spot. That's why it looked easy at the end.
Last time
out. He tomahawked that ball.
He's strong. Ball jumps off his bat pretty good. Last time out, Martin picked up his first major league save. July 30th when the Astros beat St. Louis, came in behind Kyle.
Dwight Gooden got a win today for the Yankees. They had to hang on to beat Minnesota 6-5. Williams hit a pair for New York. Breaking ball down to Lance Johnson, their leadoff hitter. He is 1 for 3 today. Detroit beat Toronto 5-2. Willie Blair won his 11th. Foul back. Boy, talk about a guy who picked up a few labels in the last 5 years. I always thought it was a mistake when we didn't protect him when Colorado got him, because he'd done a good job as a starter and a reliever. He's hanging on after a big injury this year. Smash to third. Short hop Berry. Fire on to Bagwell. 2 down in the 8th. The do or you don't for Berry.
Yeah. Hot shot with an in-between hop, and he picked it clean. Threw out the Speedy Johnson for the second out.
And speaking of a guy who's now on another trail, Todd Jones got his 21st save today. And remember, the first month, You're practically ready to run him out of Motown. 21 saves after a slow start. Kansas City beat Boston 5-2. McFarland hit a pair to help the Royals win that game at Kansas City. Pitch bounces up there to Hardkey. He is 1 for 3 today. He reached on a one-out single in the first, was on when Hundley hit a two-run homer into the right field mezzanine. Milwaukee trailing Seattle 6-5, bottom of the ninth, down and away a ball. Tom Martin falls behind Hardkey 2-0. Gilkey is on deck because, remember, that spot when they took Olerud out in a double switch. Here's the pitch, swinging out into right center. It's got a banana in the end of it. Carr will be there. Holy Toledo, what a running catch. Even with a banana in the end of it. Didn't bother Carr. It appealed to him, and he caught up with it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. What? Jimmy, you cannot teach speed. You can't substitute either.
No, you can't teach it, that's for sure. Chucky Carr's got plenty of it. Had to go a long way into right center to make that catch.
Middle of the eighth. 2-2 tie. Now this from your local station. Changes as they announce the crowd here. 35,788, a big Sunday crowd. Everett moves from right to left. Ochoa stays in the game to play right. Husky moves from left field to first base. So the Mets on the field, their outfield left to right now is Everett, Johnson, and Ochoa. Their infield first around to third is Husky, Hardkey, Ordonez, and Alfonso. Acevedo is ready to work his third inning out of their pen. And Hundley, who provided their 2 runs, is still catching. Boy, you talk about making a change in center field. Larry Dierker made it at the right time. Carr really streaked across and made a great running catch on Hardkey to make it a 1-2-3 inning in the 8th for Martin. Here's Gonzalez 0 for 3. Trying to get on for Bell and Berry. Swinging, base hit through the left side. He's more comfortable swinging than he is butting. Third hit off Acevedo and 6 hits for the Astros. Astros have gone on top in the hit column. In that Milwaukee game, Burnett's hit his 19th. But Scrap Irons Brewers are still trailing as they bat in the 9th to Seattle 6-5. White Sox and Anaheim will be going in about 15 minutes. Cleveland at Texas tonight. We'll look at the National here in a moment. This is Bell 0 for 3 today. And the pitch to him. And he went after the first pitch again on Acevedo. This time it's going to go foul. He popped up with 2 men on the first pitch to him in the 6th inning. Montreal with Pedro Martinez winning his 13th, and he went all the way to do it. Beating San Diego 6-3, beating Andy Ashby. Strange and Fletcher homered for Montreal. Caminetti hit number 12 in a losing cause for the Padres. Philadelphia really dumped it on Donovan Osborne, who can't get it together after the rehab. Phillies beat the Cardinals 10-1 at the Vet. Leiter all the way for the victory. Check swing Tapper to the mound. Look to second, no play. Then flips it to first, so you get the runner to second. So Bell is out, score at 1-3. Acevedo to Husky. And now here is Sean Berry.
Acevedo very conservative on this. He really probably had a shot at second base. Chose not to take it. That's the winning run. You really want to gamble to cut that run down at the bottom of the 8th inning.
Pittsburgh with a 5-run 8th beat Colorado 8-4 at Three Rivers. Matt Rubel got the win in relief. Womack hit a 2-run homer as a part of that 5-run 8th. Now Bobby Valentine coming out to talk to the plate umpire as Apodaca is going to make a change here. It's going to be a double switch. Looks like the little infielder Louis Lopez is going to be part of it. He'll go to second base as Hardkey made the last out in the top of the inning. And they're bringing in a big right-hander, so Bobby Valentine, the managerial wheels are turning.
He sends Apodaca out to make his pitching changes, but the manager apparently has to make the double switch changes, so both guys take the field.
Is that a double visit?
I don't know. It's getting everybody in on the action. This is Greg McMichael, the sidewinding right-hander formerly of the Braves. Coming in, he's 7-8 with a 3.18. He's been in 50 ball games, 56 and 2/3 innings of work, 46 strikeouts and just 18 walks. League batting .252 against McMichael.
Louis Lopez at second, and McMichael is the new pitcher.
So
big
pitcher spot will be second in the lineup. And they'll stick Lopez down there in the 9-hole.
Biggio took McMichael deep in the Friday night game. It gave the Astros a brief 3-2 lead. Ended up losing that game 8-5. We've seen McMichael 3 times this year. 1 win, 1 loss. 3 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, walking 1 intentionally, striking out 4.
Giving up 7 home runs in 56 innings of work.
Sinker, slider, and a very good changeup. He looks like a guy who just come right after you, but he's got a good change.
He had some very good years with the Braves. Pitched 91 innings out of their bullpen in 93, had 19 saves and a .206 earned run average. Struggled a little bit last year.
San Francisco had a 5-run 10th and beat Cincy 8-3. Atlanta and Florida in a late start in South Florida. Florida getting a pair in the second, adding a pair to the 2 they got in the first. They're still batting in the second. They lead Atlanta 4-0. Fernandez going for his 13th win for Florida, giving him an early 4-0 lead. Here is Sean Berry. Runner at second. Gonzalez, 2-2 tie, 8th inning. First pitch swung on. Bouncer short. Great big hop. Throw on to first. Well, that happens. Gonzalez moves to third. Tying runs 90 feet away. But you'll need something big to happen, and Osmus is the batter. Los Angeles and the Cubs will play tonight at Wrigley. Valdez and Traxel, and that is your 8th inning look. You'll get everything we have when Jimmy DeShays reports for duty on the post-game scoreboard. Gonzalez at third, 2 away. Osmus trying to break through a 2-2 tie. Swinging, fouling, left side into the edge of their dugout and out again. Osmus 0 for 3 today. Was robbed of a hit on an unbelievable stretch out catch of a line drive in the 7th for the shortstop Ordonez, way out behind second base. Here is the 0-1, swinging and fouling it off. Well, he comes from down under, and he gets you thinking if you're in that batter's box, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does. He can be very tough on righties. Throwing from that angle.
30-year-old righty, his 5th year in the big league. First 4 spent with the Braves, 93 through 96. The look to third, 0-2 pitch. Tight at the knees. Boy, that was close. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Osmus waiting. Here's the pitch. Swinging, bounce to third. Alfonso fires to first. The stretch by Husky. And the leadoff single by Gonzo doesn't blossom. He's left at third. And we will head to the 9th in the Dome. 2-2. Louis Lopez will lead off in the 9th inning in the Dome. He was at bat as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning Friday night and struck out.
Leading up tonight,
Lopez will lead it off as we go to the 9th. Want to thank one of the famous songwriters of the old Orbiters who wrote their theme song and later changed the lyrics, which I will not mention. There's a strike call because it involved me. Remembering 5 years ago today when she was in Cooperstown when 60 of the Orbiters chartered their own plane. There is a strike call to Lopez. Lopez, a .262 hitter. She says she remembers how they turned that little village of Cooperstown upside down, and I believe they did.
They wreaked some havoc in Cooperstown that year?
Well, they had a good time. So thanks to Charlene Lee for remembering. And I hope they had a wonderful crowd today to remember Nellie Fox and salute Phil Niekro and Tommy Lasorda. Just too bad that they didn't put Foxy in there while he could still enjoy it. Passed away at the age of 47. The Big C got him. Had they voted him in, and they almost did one year, came within about 2 percentage points. Looping fly ball right center. It will drop. Base hit on a 1-2 pitch by Lopez. Puts a runner on in the 9th for New York. First hit off Martin. 6th hit for New York. And it will bring up Hundley, who's had a 2-run homer, a walk, and a single. So the New York catcher's been busy today. The hits are even at 6. The score is tied at 2. Each team's made an error. Identical scoreboards here. Total boards, that is. Both bullpens are now busy. We're in the 9th. Big game for both clubs. Strike call and a change to Hundley. Big for the Astros because they are in first place and want to keep something going. Big for the Mets because they're very much in the wild card chase in the East. 0-1 to Hundley, batting right-handed. Martin brings it to him. High a ball. 1-1. A ball and a strike. Stretching and looking. From the belt, he'll bring it. Hit him on the fist, popped him shallow right. Gonna be a long run for Bell, but he comes over right even with the bullpen mound. Wasn't as tough as it looked when it started up. That pop held up for him a little bit, Jimmy.
Hundley's a strong man. Even when he gets jammed, he got a little elevation on that ball. Chance for Derek to run underneath it.
Here is Alfonso.
Third baseman, number 13, Alfonso.
Lopez at first is the first at-bat today. Hit a flare, a little Texas League single into right center. He's at first. 1 out. The bottom of the inning, Spires will be leading it off. So the big thing for Martin, keep him where... Whoa! He threw to first, and what a move by Bagwell. Moved right up over the shoulders of Lopez, or that ball would have been in the right field bullpen. And if it rattled around, Lopez might have been at third. What a big save of a high throw. Bagwell saving Martin an error, and much more, keeping a runner out of scoring position. Down and out. 1 ball and no strikes.
Lopez has just average speed. He's got a stolen base. He's been caught a couple of times.
Not taking a big lead. Bagwell holds him close. Martin checks on him. Brings a 1-0. Swinging. Sinking. Shot to short. Flip. Fire. Double play. What an unbelievable play by Spires. That ball was a rocket shot. And they all greet Spires in the dugout. That ball with a blazing burst could have been by him. Instead, he sucks it up. On to 4, on to 3. Third double play of the day. Let's see if the Astros can come off of that good leather and win this baby. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 2-2. Folks, I'm going to tell you something. There's been some leather fashioned out here today, and that play that Spires made, that could have given him a hop that could have gotten by him. He's worth his weight in gold, that's all I can say. The things he does for this team.
That was an outstanding play. Astros have been really throwing the leather around. Billy Spires, if there was such a thing as a six-man award in baseball, he might be the guy.
Spires gets a nice hand again. Remember, he got a hit in the 7th inning with 1 out, and Biggio banged one to center for a 2-run homer to tie it. Here's Spires again. We owe you a break. We're at the bottom of the hour. We'll do it when it's convenient. We're not going to miss a pitch here. Spires 1 for 1 with a run scored. Chucky Carr's on deck. Left-hand batter facing a right-hand pitcher, McMichael. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down and in. Let's break it in a hurry on the Astros Radio Network. Milo Hamilton, Jim DeShays in the dome, and another nail-biter. Down and out. 2 balls, no strikes to Spires. We salute Jacksonville, KEBE, Lake Charles, Louisiana, KLCL, and Lampasas, KCYL. 2 balls and no strikes. Their third pitcher, McMichael, working in his 2nd inning, and a strike call split the plate in 2 at the knees. McMichael came on in the 8th with a man on, retired Berry and Osmus on ground balls. Stays on in the 9th. Spires with a 2-1 pitch to him. And just outside at the knees, 3-1. Spires trying to get on, get Carr up there, and get it to the top of the order with Biggio. 3 balls and a strike to your leadoff hitter in the 9th. Involved in a 2-2 tie. Here's the pitch. Strike call. Bennett right in the inside corner. Spires thought maybe it had come inside on him. Jeff Kellogg said strike 2. And remember, whatever you think, whatever Kellogg called it, that's what it is. There's an old umpire said one time, son, it ain't nothing till I call it something. Swinging, line drive, foul. He hooked it down over the bullpen mound on the right side.
We've seen Spires so many times in these late-inning situations. You just have a feeling he's going to hit the ball hard somewhere. To get him out, somebody's going to have to make a play.
Full count. Spires stepping out a moment, checking the grip on that bat. Hits are even at 6, score tied at 2. Rubber game, 3-game series. Mets won a wild and woolly one Friday. Astros shut him out yesterday. Here's the pitch. Swinging, missing, struck him out. First strikeout for McMichael. 5th strikeout of an Astro in the game. Chucky Carr will be the batter.
Credit McMichael with making a great pitch.
That's the territory he's pitched in as a Brave and a Met. Chucky Carr's made a contribution in the outfield already today. Slapping at one, but he slaps it right to the mound. Throw to first, McMichael to Husky, and it's 2 away. Trying to use his legs. Can't second guess that, but he just slapped it right to the pitcher.
It's a play that you see Tony Fernandez do a lot. It's an intentional swinging bunt, not a drag bunt. So as he starts to leave the box, he just takes a little half swing, tries to hit it in the direction of the shortstop, the middle of the diamond. He tapped it right back to the mound.
They're going to get up again for Biggio here. Biggio's new nickname's going to be Salute. Biggio batting. He's had a single and a 2-run homer today. And the pitch to him is tight on the letters, a ball, and it's 1-0. The 2 spot is the pitcher's spot. And Thomas Howard is already on deck. Nobody on, 2 away. Swinging, base hit right field. Biggio, he finds a way. He gets on for Howard. Third hit of the game for Biggio. First hit off McMichael. Seventh hit of the game for Houston. Howard will be announced as the pinch hitter.
Number 22, Thomas Howard.
Off the bench, Howard is 7 for 25 with 5 RBIs. Biggio at first, 2 down. Howard in the batter's box, Bagwell on deck. Here's the pitch runner going. The throw down, you couldn't get him with a Gatling gun. He stole it clearly on McMichael. I was really surprised that Hundley threw the ball because Biggio was 2/3 of the way there.
He got a great jump. He's just not going to be denied right now. This guy is really playing the game. Every facet. Hitting, running, defense.
Biggio now with 21 steals, ties him for the club lead with Bagwell. Now Thomas Howard, the role changes. He's got a runner in scoring position for him. He took the strike on the steal. The count is 0-1. Here's the pitch. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas Howard trying to send 36,000 folks out of here gaga. A ball and a strike to the big pinch hitting outfielder. Batting left-handed, here it is. Tapping it foul. Rolls behind the plate umpire, and the count is 1-2. McMichael with a new baseball gives the rosin bag a squeeze and throws it down. Biggio with a 2-out single and then a theft. Howard waiting on McMichael. Astros about hit him 7-6 right here, trying to break through a 2-2 tie in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the pitch. Down and in. And it is 2-2 to the tank. What a weekend it has been. Couldn't relax for a minute in any of these games. Even though it was a shutout yesterday, you were hanging on the edge, pulling for Hampton to get his blank job. Tight on the elbow, almost nipped him. Ball 3, strike 2. So many things to cheer for on this ball club. Pitching, defense, clutch hitting. Now the crowd, you can hear the sound swell, the pitch. He walked him. Boy, McMichael got to be saying, I got squeezed a little, a couple pitches in a row, and the tank draws a walk, and here's Bagwell.
He was really in a tough situation. Lefties hit him a lot better than righties, so he didn't want to give in and groove one to Howard. But by walking Howard, now he's got to pitch to Jeff Bagwell with the game on the line.
This crowd is standing as one. Bagwell today 1 for 4. He's 4 for 8 in the series. Trying to win it in the ninth. Here's the pitch. Took one for ball. Hundley begging for an appeal. Palms down, first base umpire. Dreckman. No swing, ball 1. Bagwell today had a single in the 6th inning. 1 for 4 today. Biggio with good speed at second, trying to get him home. Down and in. Ball 2.
Mets have pretty good arms in the outfield, especially in right field, where Ochoa might have the best in the league.
Crowd ready and getting into it, waiting for the 2-0 to Bagwell. Ball 3. The Astros have taken it to the brink so many times in this homestand. They had 2 on in the first and didn't score. 2 on in the fifth, didn't score. 2 more in the sixth. Didn't score till Biggio banged one deep with a man on in the seventh. 2 men on here in the 1/9 inning. Outside, bases loaded. Biggio to third. Howard to second. Bagwell walking to load him up, and Gonzalez, left-hand batter, and they're not going to make any changes. They're going to leave McMichael in there. 2 straight walks. The bases are loaded, and Apodaca has worn a path to the Astrodome mound today.
Talking about Luis. Time leaves McMichael out there. He's one of the, well, about the only guy in that bullpen that, other than Franco, that's pitched in these types of situations. A lot of experience under pressure, obviously, pitching in the playoffs for the Braves.
This crowd is ready to jump again. They're up for Gonzalez. Teammate on every base. 2 away. Bottom of the 9th. Trying to get Biggio home to win it. The right call. Right above the knees on the inside corner to Gonzo. No balls and a strike. The stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Out in front of Gonzalez. 2 strikes. Put a wrinkle in it with something off of it, and it's 2 strikes to Gonzo. Gonzo stepped out on him. Now he's back up in there. McMichael working in his second inning. Brings the 0-2 to Gonzalez. Hit him. Game's over. Game's over. On an 0-2 pitch. Jim DeShays, this is truly the most unpredictable game in the world. I don't mean today's game. I mean the game of baseball.
Well, you know it's unpredictable, and you know Pennant Fever has hit this ball club. They're down there mugging a guy who just got hit by a pitch. McMichael trying to push him off the plate to set up his changeup, and Gonzo just hung in there. Took it off the leg, took one for the team, game-winning RBI.
A hip pointer. Okay, Gonzo. It'll look like a line drive in the box score, but you drove in a run with it. Gonzo, it's only the 4th time he's been hit this year, and he gets his 53rd RBI. And the Astros, with a high water mark of 11 over 500, 61 and 50. What a homestand it was. Total board. Houston 3-7-1. Martin gets the win. New York 2-6-1. McMichael absorbs the loss. Boy, oh boy. You can't take anything for granted. A great reliever gets an 0-2 on Gonzo and then plunks him. Biggio trots across. You've heard Biggio's name before today, haven't you? Martin the winner, McMichael the loser. Houston stranded 11. New York left 3. You thought for a while that that left on base column was going to hunt you. You leave 11. It almost did, but it turned out all right. The final, Houston 3, New York 2.